This is Barry Zalma speaking for Claim School Incorporated's newsletter, Zalma's Insurance Fraud Letter for May 15, 2024, Volume 28, Issue Number 10. This is the source for the insurance fraud professional. Zalma's Insurance Fraud Letter continues its 28th year of publication, dedicated to those involved in reducing the effect of insurance fraud. ZIFL is published 24 times a year by Claim School and is written by me. It is provided free to anyone who visits the site for the newsletter, the link provided in this blog posting, or who visits the blog. Anyone can subscribe to the blog. It's free and available at the URL zalma.com/blog. The issue today for May 15, 2024 includes an article about an incompetent insurance fraud claim that resulted in conviction of the attempted fraudster, who was silly enough to first pawn his jewelry that were insured and then claimed them stolen. The defendant, Vincent Chaney, appealed 2 orders from the Superior Court denying his motion to suppress and for a new trial. In the State of New Hampshire versus Vincent Chaney, the Supreme Court of New Hampshire on May 3, 2024 resolved the dispute over Chaney's conviction. You can read the complete article at the link provided in the blog. Then there's an article more about McClenny, Moseley Associates, with this the 28th installment of the saga of McClenny, Moseley Associates and its problems with the federal courts in the state of Louisiana, and what appeared to be an effort to profit from what some magistrates and district judges indicate may be criminal conduct, to profit from insurance claims relating to hurricane damage. On April 23, 2023, MMI filed its statement of financial affairs in the bankruptcy it had recently filed because it had been sued by so many people who it claimed to insure and buy lenders. MA reported gross income of $803,956 in 2024, $12,247,000 in 2023, and $22,596,000 in 2022. You can read the full 21-page issue of ZIFL at the link provided, and also read about all of the new things that are happening with regard to MMA. Then there's an article about my newest book, the Compact Book of Adjusting Property Claims, 4th edition, which is now available on Amazon.com, and an article, somewhat fiction, true crime, called Help My House is Falling into the Sea, which deals with why normally honest people will try insurance fraud, and why an honest real estate lawyer was tempted to commit insurance fraud only to find that he might lose his license unless he dropped his claim. Then there's an article on why lies on an insurance application can be very expensive to the insured, and that false statements on the application require rescission by the court. Kimberly Orr obtained no-fault automobile insurance from Defendant USA Underwriters and was involved in an automobile collision. USA denied her claim for benefits because it discovered that she made material misrepresentations on her application for insurance. You can read the full article and understand why the mistakes and false statements on the application were sufficiently material to cause the court to rescind the policy and deny her claim in its entirety. Then there's a schedule of health insurance fraud convictions, starting with a conviction of an NBA star named Big Baby, who's going to jail. Ex-Boston Celtics player Glenn Big Baby Davis has been sentenced to 40 months in prison for defrauding the NBA healthcare plan. Davis, alongside several others, participated in a scheme that involved submitting false and inflated claims for medical and dental services that were never provided. Davis personally submitted $132,000 in fraudulent claims, which were uncovered through geolocation data and travel records. Overall, the group defrauded the plan of over $5 million. Davis will also be on supervised release for 3 years and must pay $80,000 in restitution. Nevada Attorney General Ford announced the conviction also of a healthcare company and its owner, Ashley Benton Dobson, who of Las Vegas, and Remedy Wellness and Resource Center, LLC, that are set to be sentenced in a Medicaid fraud case. You could read the full article in the full 23-page issue at the link provided. Then there's an article on how to avoid insurance fraud created by the Louisiana Department of Insurance and the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office to help consumers avoid storm-related insurance fraud. You can see the full article in the PDF available at the link from the blog. Next, we have a new book now available called Property Investigation Checklists Uncovering Insurance Fraud, 14th edition, which I wrote. The book provides detailed guidance and practical information on the 4 primary areas of any investigation of suspicious claims. It's available from Thomson Reuters at the link provided. Then there's a schedule of other insurance fraud convictions other than health insurance, which includes the story of a former Desert Sun vice president who was sentenced for ordering his son to shoot him in the legs to delay prison for a mortgage fraud. Shannon England's insurance scheme and concocted shooting, which led to the amputation of his left leg, an unthinkable kind of situation that tacked an extra 3 years and 10 months to his 10-year sentence for mortgage fraud. He was sentenced in the U.S. District Court in Portland, and probably one of the dumbest criminals who ever lived. Next, there's an article on the tort of bad faith, which is a full article adapted from my book on bad faith, which is available at the links provided, and the full article is part of the Adobe PDF issue of Zalma's Insurance Fraud Letter. The video was adapted from my blog, Zalma on Insurance, which is available free to anyone who clicks on the URL zalma.com/blog. And you can subscribe and you'll receive notice of every blog posting, usually 5 or 6 a week, and of the newsletter, which is published twice a month. You will also have available the more than 4,800 blog postings. And if you're interested, you can also subscribe to these videos. They're also free on YouTube and on rumble.com. And if you watch them, I'd appreciate it if you click on the like button on YouTube and the thumbs up button on rumble.com. And if you're interested in further detail about insurance claims, insurance law and insurance fraud, consider, for a very small fee, subscribing to my Substack publication. Thank you for your attention.